Hello, Greebos, and welcome back to Downloadable Content. It must be Monday, because say it with me now, it's Mod Showcase Monday! This week, I have found some really awesome brand new mods to take a look at. You're not going to want to miss it. So without further ado, here's Mod Showcase Monday. Our first mod we're going to take a look at today is called the Mantis Blade by Palpatine. In your book, you're going to find the crystal section, and I want you to locate the Mantis crystal core. Very important. Then slap that bad boy in your obelisk, and now you will have the Mantis skill to unlock. Now in your spell wheel, you have something called the Mantis Blade, and you can select it on both arms if you'd like. And now when you cast it, you now have the Mantis Blade coming out of your elbow. You can also have them on both arms, which is awesome, and these things, they're look at these blades, you can attack with them. And also by doing the Alt Use button, you could turn on the fire version of it, so if you want to be able to easily pierce enemies. You could see that I was practicing. I'm going to put a couple of enemies down there and see how they stack up against the Mantis Blade. Jump over your fireball and arrow in the knee, god damn it! Well, first things first, you're going to Mantis Blade that guy through the eye socket. Oh man, this thing is cool. It almost reminds me of using like a more mechanical version of Mystic Hands. This thing is so sick. I want to find an enemy that has melee. Ah, there we go. So let's turn the fire on for this one and spin around. Dude, the spinning is brutal. This also works as an amazing shield. The guy can't get past these defenses. Look at this thing. This guy is completely doomed. What can you do? Nothing. It's also really fun just to go like this. Just stamp right through there and then pull her across the beach. Okay, Mantis Blades. Oh, I didn't know how much I needed this in my life. But I'll tell you what, I'm glad I have it now. Moving on is kind of a combo mod. They're not related, but they work perfectly together. The first one is Algonquin Liberty City by Ayydrew, followed up by the new Spider-Man pack by Blazeventura. So follow me to the Algonquin. So this is the Algonquin city itself. So if you're just playing here without any Spider-Man powers, this is an amazing map. Just look at it. It's huge. Oh my gosh, it's so big. Go ahead and just leave the audio on right now and put it on super loud for me. And then listen to it out of Conquest. Oh my god, it's so big, I can barely handle it. You can go anywhere in this one. You can really run your hands along the long part, the long base of every building. There you go. Did your mom yell at you yet? I have one concern right now, and is if it's compatible with the spawner spell. So if I put it, boom, oh no. It makes it bounce. Does it make everything bounce like a fireball? Interesting. I can spawn a random person and hopefully they can spawn here and there's proper collision. Okay, good. The enemies can spawn, which is all we need. I mean, of course, I want it to be compatible with the NPC spawner spell so we can do whatever we want. I threw that NPC off the building and they lived. That's crazy. I'm also just appreciating this view. All right, tell you what, let's introduce the Spider-Man element and explore the map a little bit better. So keep in mind, this is the Blazeventura side of things. You're going to scroll all the way down here to Spider-Man and select Spider-Man and choose whatever you want. You can be an assassin, you can be a symbiote, but I'm just going to be a classic Spider-Man, like this nerd-looking one. There we go. Now we are looking the part. We have to feel the part, and this is the next super important thing. You're going to have different web shooters. So there's the Assassin's one, which it shoots a gun. You know, if you want to shoot a gun, Spider-Man style, you can. But the really fun ones are going to be the classic shooter left and classic shooter right. Now, if you look at my wrists over here, you will see that I'm actually wearing web shooters. And a special note, while wearing these ones, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot open your spell wheel. It's not broken. It's done on purpose. And we'll get into that in just a second. But the first thing we need to do is actually Spider-Man it up and really just explore this map like I said I was going to do. Dude, I am so happy for this map. There's a lot to do. And it's like actually perfectly made to be Spider-Man on. You can even get a cappuccino, espresso, wine, beer, and pastries. So there's that. Dude, I'm not kidding. I'm pretty sure that you can spend like a whole actual day until your headset battery dies on this one. Because this map is actually so huge. They have like everything on here. They even have like some like lore, conjoined twins. What is this? What is this from? It says Weasel News. Isn't that Grand Theft Auto? But this is not Grand Theft Auto. What's happening? I'm not sure. The map does have, I wouldn't say performance stuff. I could definitely feel it on my end while recording. Oh, dude, this razor. Look at that giant razor right there on the shaving cream. That's so good. Anyway, what I was saying is that you can feel the performance. on this one. So be careful of that, especially as you move around at high velocities. If you're using Spider-Man or any type of wings, you know, mod like that one, it's going to make you experience things very quickly, if you know what I'm saying. Now, some of the buildings have additional geometry like so. You see how I kind of got in here? Could you imagine how far VR can go if we can get something like this one with full interiors? That would be like mind melting. There's the Statue of Liberty. Wait, this isn't from GTA 4, right? I feel like I played GTA 4 and I guess this was it. But in my defense, I haven't played GTA 4 since like 2009. When did GTA 4 first come out? I think 2007 or 2008 or whatever. That's the last time I played it. It was way back then. Yeah, so there's the Statue of Liberty. We can go over there and see that it has a heart inside of it. And then over here was the wharf, right? But it kind of looks like Chicago. Is the water swimmable? Let's find out. And it is swimmable. Ah, it's just kind of cursed. But I'm glad that you added water that you can swim in. Most people would have been like, no water for you. All right, so now that we know that this map is traditionally awesome and you can pretty much go everywhere and do things, we should probably focus now on getting a life. No, we should focus on the Spider-Man side of things. Okay. Here we go. So you'll notice that I've been using my web like so. This is a full-on physics-based web. You can grab with both hands. You could literally swing and pull yourself with the trigger to swing even faster and kind of get the hang of things. When you land, it's going to give you a motion which is going to save you, and you could spring yourself up the second you land back down. Like for a second. It's actually really cool. But also what I love is kind of like, it's not really a hidden feature because Blaze tells you about it, but if you really want your spell wheel back and you don't want to unequip these things, you can actually hit your wrists together to have your spell wheel back and put them together again so you can still shoot, which I think is an amazing quality of life feature. However, if you're using the mod for better collision or better body collision, you can't do this one, that they are not compatible. Let's hit the streets for a second because I want to go over some of the new stuff that we have. I don't think that these NPCs have nav mesh on the entire level, which is actually kind of disappointing. So I'm about to show you some awesome Spider-Man combat stuff and abilities, but before we continue, for the Algonquin map, it doesn't seem that like every NPC has nav mesh in the entire thing, which is unfortunate. And I get baking a nav mesh on this size map would be even worse for performance, but having them just stand there is a little, it's a little sad. But anyway, now back to Spider-Man, and you can web the NPC's weapon and then press the Alt use button to instantly disarm them and pull that in. Or you can actually toggle what you wanted to do and pull the NPC yourself and be like, come here NPC, oh shit, I got you. Now, yank, yeah, you're coming with me. I'm gonna give you nav mesh whether you like it or not. There's also this radial wheel now, which is amazing. I'll go over in a second, but you can web the NPC so the trigger and grip will fire the first web. But if you just hold down the trigger and then the Alt use button, you can start webbing them. And the more you web them, the more web they get. She is covered in my spider. I just love going into super slow motion and then hitting them with the web like this one. Just be like, sorry, dude, you're so webbed. So this one is like your electric spider move. You'll see in a second. I can hit him like this and boom. See, he's stunned. Spider stun. This one is like a full impact that's supposed to shoot them very far away. Let's see how far I can get her when it's in slow motion. Boom! Get webbed. I'm pretty sure I can see her skeleton while she's getting webbed. Now we're gonna try this crazy landmine one, so you can stick it to things. Come on, get stuck. I guess I probably should find a level that this can get stuck to, because not having proper collision or nav meshing is actually doing us a disservice here. Oh, but the level is so cool though. But that's why we test things. Unfortunately, it would be kind of cool if this was working. So the Algonquin map might need just a few things changed into it so it'll be compatible with other things, especially nav mesh. Well, that being said, I'm gonna go to another map so I can show you the rest of my Spider-Man. All right, here we are in the Citadel. This is a known, trusted map because it's a base game map and we'll have all the collision we could possibly want and then some. I just love being able to grab the web with two arms like this one and just swing. I can't even tell you how satisfying just this part of it is. All right, let's spawn some enemies and have some fun. Where were we? Ah, that's right, we're going over the landmine. Now, something to note is every power you select, you'll always have the web swinging, and it's the Alt use that does stuff. So we need to put the landmine right there, and boom! It like pulls them to it, and they get stuck to the wall. They get stuck in my literal spider web. Oh no, what's gonna happen to me? Jeez, she just got decimated. So that one was fun. Let's use this one now. I believe that's the Spider-Man bomb. Look at that. Just sticks them there. Spider bomb you. I love that one. It literally just freezes now. That way you can just, start pulling them around and doing some other crazy stuff. Like, keep in mind, you could just do like insane Spider-Man style combos like this one. You could legit pull them to the ground and crazy ass shit. Now this one is like the Spider Sonic Blast. This is so sick. It's really just meant to incapacitate an enemy. Like her, be incapacitated. And it does the hand pose when you do it. You'd be like, oh, he's definitely dead. How about we do it to her, and then I go to Spider-Man save mode. She's way too far. I can't web her. That's unfortunate. You can swim, right? She can swim. Oh, shit. Now there's like the sticky wall one. This one's actually kind of weird. But you can make your own spider web wall, your own spider webs, legit spider webs. So now if he wants to, get all uppity about things, you can hit him into your spider. You're supposed to get stuck on that, dude. Well, it doesn't matter. I can make my own spider jail for them. The point of this one is to create collision if collision is not necessarily there. So if you're like spinning around and you're about to like fall to your death, you could be like, oh no, spider web, and land down on here. So enemies could fight on here with you, but you can legit have enemies stuck in your spider web. You could be like a real spider, I guess is what I'm saying. I said spider way too many times. And now for the ultimate combo one. This guy enables them to get shot up in the air for you to do your crazy Spider-Manning. So once again, boom, she's in the air. I'm gonna pull that up with her, and I could spider around. I could save her. I love this one. It is so fun. You can really just like combo for days. This is such a good mod. Honestly, this is probably one of the best superhero mods we have, if not some of the best mods out there in its current state. So absolutely get this one. Even if you're not a Spider-Man fan, which is crazy if you're not, you'll still love just the movement alone and the power you get. Okay, good. We said Spider-Man way too many times in this video, and that's fine. Moving on is Charge Season by Chronogoldmask. So this is a really cool pack. You have two categories. You have the W Corp and the R Corp. I guess we'll go over most of them. Starting with the W Corp, you have your Warp Hatchet, and you also have this Warp Machete, which is really cool. So on most of them, if I use Trigger, I could turn on this little warp effects. This one is really just to look cool. So you can be like, hey sir, you want to look really cool? Oh, that looked cool, didn't it? So there's just very awesome looking weapons. Well, why are you, is that an apple? Ugh, that's what you get for having an apple. So most of these ones are just cool looking weapons with awesome visuals, which I always love. Visuals, With most of them, hold them with both hands, then using your left hand to activate the Alt use button. It's going to play the cool music, which is probably copyright, so let me just turn that off. But you can do that. I just really like the visuals of these things. Like, oh man, like this Odachi looks awesome. So let's focus on the Dimensional Shredder Dagger and this Warp Gauntlet. So these two are very special items in the pack. This always has its VFX turned on, and it should be pretty sharp. Let's just go. Oh, was it sharp, dude? Probably. Now, if I use the trigger, it activates the warp portal that I don't think NPCs can interact with. It would be cool. But you as the player can do that, so I can just jump right through this one to another portal I've made. So in theory, if you're playing as a really sneaky assassin, you can just go, oh, you're assassinated, open the warp and just jump right in. And then, I didn't go that far, but as a better assassin would do that. I just really love the effects that Goldmask does. Whoa, man, jump right to it. It's so cool. That is really cool. Now, of course, this could be like moving around, something PNG, but it's still, for what it is, it looks awesome. So that's that one. So I'm going to turn that over there. I don't think an NPC can wield this, can they? I have to find out. You. It's okay. It's okay. I'm going to choke you. Just some slight choking. Drop it. All right, NPC. She's going for it. She's going for it. And huge! They can wield it, which is sick, and she's still casting magic, but I doubt that she can cast a portal with it. Can I hold it with you, and maybe together as a family we can cast a portal? Here, don't move. Portal! Oh, damn it! Well, I'm sorry. Now let's go over the gauntlet. The gauntlet is pretty much like the Dimensional Ripper, where it opens portals, but it also has like the electricity mode, where you can just punch them and go like this. Boom! Super effects on that. That looks so sick. I love this one. I gotta make a whole anime dungeon run or something again. So I could go like this, punch him, open up the warp and go right through it. I really wish though that you can punch enemies into the warp. Like if I was to pick him up and go like this, he just goes right into it. So I mean, I don't know what this is from. I assume I'm gonna get yelled at for not knowing, but if we can have that ability to be like, you know what? I opened a portal and I can throw you inside of it. That would be sick. I would love that. But man, this thing alone is a cool ass gauntlet. Dude, there's a spear variant of the dimensional shredder. So I can just be like, you stand, open the portal and run through your soul. That is very cool. Now you also have the R-Corp. This is the R-Corp rifle. This is a rifle. You know, you can rifle people. Get rifle. I wasn't expecting to find a really cool rifle in this pack either, but I'm glad I did. Then we have the staff and the hammer. Now you're probably thinking, oh, Drifter, another staff. Listen, stop being stupid. This staff is like no other staff because you can go like this and be like, trigger, and I can start obliterating your soul. You got something else to say about my staff? Because I'll do it again. I'll aim it right at you and hit the laser. And now we have this hammer. So if you just swing it, it does that. But if you hold down the trigger, it has like a little trail, so you can be like, boom, hammer of death. Did you live from the other thing? Okay, super mega slow motion, hammer of death. You could see the moment she got deathed. Man, I have no idea what these weapons are from, but they are fucking cool. Moving on, we have the chicken launcher by the Masked Gamer. You will find the sin against humanity under the exotic category called the chicken launcher. And look at this thing. Property of Mars government. Interesting. It even has a serial number on it, which means if you do enough chicken crimes, well, they know exactly who did it. So this thing does exactly what you expect it to do. It shoots a chicken, a fireball chicken that explodes and makes chicken noises. Now the chicken itself is not necessarily animated. It just kind of shoots out just the chicken. But it would be cool if we had this one and the chicken like flopped around and stuff. Instead, you know, I mean, it's good, it's passable, but how sick would it be if it still retained its animation? Let me show you what I'm talking about. See, this is the regular chicken, and when you're moving the chicken about, you see how it flails? Now imagine you were to shoot it like this one, and then this chicken was like, oh, bark, 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 you know? You know, I haven't personally used this on any humans yet, so let's put you there, and then hit him with chicken gun. It kind of just ruins their entire being. Now this is an obvious meme weapon, but I mean, you can use it, why the fuck not? And I saw in the description that there was a shout out to Baron for voice lines. I don't know what that means, but I'm gonna bring this to Baron's shop and see what he says about it. Here we are on Baron's shop, here's a chicken launcher, and let's see what he says. Here Baron, say something about this. Come on. Come on, it says in the description you have something to say. Do you have anything to say about the chicken launcher? It says shoot here. That's actually really funny. Okay, so I guess maybe he doesn't have anything to say about the chicken launcher. You know, Baron, I'll tell you what. I'll make you say something about the chicken launcher. Our penultimate entry to take a look at today is the Yamato, but this time by Chronogoldmask. You will find this new Yamato in the sword category. Scroll all the way down and yoink it. So there's two things I need to say. If you're using Gen X Yamato and this one, you will probably have to rename the file, which may cause some problems in and of itself. So I would only use one of these at a time. Don't mess this up. This one doesn't have any animated tassels or anything. That's kind of like special to Gen X, and it doesn't have its collision when it's not sheathed. But trust me, this thing can do some fucking awesome stuff. So similar to the W Corp weapons, if you, in your left hand, hold down the Alt-Use button, this will play Bury the Light by Casey Edwards in the background. I'm not going to do that right now because I like money. And if YouTube hears me playing that for you, well then, there goes the money. So let's take out the Yamato itself and hold down the trigger. And then when we release it, this will do the Judgment's Cut. Just know that it comes from the butt of the sword. So if you're pointing that way, it's going to go behind you. Make sure you point it like this and you can be like, Judgment's Cut. Like, I guess in theory, you're supposed to use it when it's sheathed, but this one, you know, doesn't have sheath framework. But still has this amazing ability, which we're going to have to see on definitely a human volunteer. This fucking guy is perfect. So hold it down, aim, and then Judgment's Cut. That's exactly what I wanted to happen. Nice ankles. Now there's Judgment's End Cut. So hold down the Alt-Use button with your right hand on the Yamato and then the trigger. And then you will have Judgment's End Cut. So let's look at these losers. Let's see how they like it. Boom! I don't know why they're all So I don't know if that's a bug to this one in particular, but you can see that no NPCs were harmed in the making of this mod. While holding this sheath, if you do the trigger, this is actually going to shoot out Mirage Edge, which I wonder, does it dismember if it hits them? Oh, that does some devastating damage there. This is more of is this hit scan or a projectile? I really can't tell. It's having some issues when it pokes an NPC, so I'm guessing it's hit scan. Now I want to show you the main reason why I wanted to show this Yamato. So let's take out it from the scabbard here and throw it to the ground, but then swap hands to the left-hand one. This was a feature I asked Genix to make, and he's like, oh man, there's too many buttons. So Goldmask came through and made it himself. So now if you hold down the left trigger here, this will open up a map. It opens up a portal for you to go to. And you could toggle between what portal you want to open up. So if I do the trigger and then do the Alt-Use button, it can switch to different maps I have installed. And I don't know if you can throw an NPC into that map and have them load there. It'd be weird if you could. But now I can just execute this guy, right? Pull the blade out, open up a brand new map, and jump through it. And then we load here in the arena. Now, it gets rid of your Yamato, because if you don't have it sheathed, it deletes it. Blame Blade and Sorcery, not Goldmask. But how cool is that? You could literally cut through different realities. Now, of course, if there was no load times and stuff, you can jump through it. But listen, it's VR, and it's also a mod, so keep that in mind. I don't know if you can return to the player home this way. I think it's just all the stock ones that you have access to. But this is very cool, man. My only ask is if you can throw NPCs in there, and I can cast you into that world, without it forcing a load. That would be sick, similar to the W Corp ones. But thank you for making this one. It looks so cool, dude. All right, I have one more mod to show you, and this one might scare you. The final mod is called Below by GojiBum. And before I go out into the depths of the water, I need to get myself a dagger or something. I'm gonna grab a rope cutter and a harpoon, and you'll see for obvious reasons. So this mod does have a requirement, which is to remove home limits. Very easy to install, but removing home limits enables you to go everywhere in your home. But also, what this mod is supposed to be doing is adding things to the depths down below. So if you're one of those people that don't like water and you're afraid of what's inside of this, let me experience it for you. So here we go. We're jumping in. Oh man, look away right now if you're scared. Have you ever felt like you were being watched while playing Blade and Sorcery? Other than the lore of the Eye Clan, there's now things down below. Look at that. Is that a manta ray with proper animations? I've asked the Blade and Sorcery team themselves to add sea life and creatures to this one. I feel like I'm about to get Steve Irwin right now. Okay, get over here, manta ray. I need to know. I'm sorry, I gotta know. Can I stab you, please? Stop swimming for a second. Hey-ya! You can stab them! Oh, thank you. Now I just need a working fishing pole. Okay, we could breathe. That's good. So there was a manta ray down there, but there should be some other things. Let's keep swimming. I feel like I'm gonna get super jump scared out of nowhere. Like something's gonna come rip me in half. What the? Do you see that shadow? Oh my god, is there a monster down here? Dude, there's a shadow. Dude, there is a kraken right there. Oh my gosh. So right now this thing is, whoa, dude. That's kind of crazy. What is it? Was that a giant manta ray too? Plus the thing? That's crazy. That is crazy. There's a bunch of stuff in here too. Like the mod options have fish that are turned on, ghost leviathan, bloop, and I can change the maximum amount of things that spawn here. So if I was like max fish, I want to blow up my game. Let's just do, I can change the amount of krakens too. Oh my gosh, dude, I can see the shadow of the fish that are in the area, and there's a shadow of a turtle. Where is this turtle? Well, some of them are literally floating above the water. There's magic turtles in the water. Dude, this is really cool. This is awesome. And, you know, it's compatible, I think, with Citadel, and also compatible with the Kenneman Sea. Oh, who's that right there? Oh, it's the manta ray. I really wanted to run into a turtle. I really wanted to pet a turtle today. Dude, this is really awesome. Okay, so before we end our show, I'm gonna go into the Kenneman Sea real quick. So this is Hugh Johnner's map. This is the Kenneman Sea 1.0 or 2, however many decimal points there are now in this one. But this enables you to go wherever you want. I guess actually let's just fly away. We're gonna let the ship do its own thing there. So now with this Below mod, you're supposed to be able to, well, I guess, see undersea creatures. So I guess, here we go. Scare the shit out of me. Oh my god. this one is definitely going to ruin people's lives. If you're terrified. Oh, there's the turtle. Oh, my day is complete. Turtle, come over here. I have to touch you. I got to touch your whole turtleness. Look at him. Oh, seek the turtles. I've been saying it for years. Seek thine turtles. And what have we found? We found the turtle. My mission is complete. I'm gonna get out of here before, you know, something really bad happens. I'm kind of waiting for it at this point. Like, just that underwater horrible jump scare. Is it right now? No. Is it right now? It can happen at any moment. Well, my friends, that is it for this week's Mod Showcase Monday. I hope you had a ton of fun, and if you did, why not subscribe? It's literally free to do so. Hit the big subscribe button down below, leave a comment, leave a like, and don't forget, all the mods are linked in the description with timestamps to help your brain, you know, because of brain stuff. Anyway, thank you so much for stopping by. I'm Drifter from Downloadable Content. You've been awesome, and I'll see you next time.